You listen right here, okay? You can throw those tomatoes at me all you want. I will dodge it like I dodge salad. I'm a master of it. Total War 40k was announced, but you just have to look between the lines. They literally talked about it without talking about it. In today's video, I'm going to break that down, explain, and tell you what is coming, why it's coming, and the 11th of December, why that is going to be the big day. Also, in today's video, I'm going to talk about Dawn of War 4 because there's even more stuff to talk about the actual campaign. I want to clear a few things up about the Dark Angels, the Lion, because the video I put out yesterday, it got a lot of people confused. So let's jump in, and of course, let's get waffling. So for those of you who joined us on the watch along, what an emotional time for the Total War celebration of 25 years. We got Medieval 3. Of course, they confirmed the end times, which they kind of confirmed already over on Twitter by showing some footage off, etc, etc. But the big thing we were all there for was Total War Warhammer 40,000. I'm still getting people saying, Valrak, you are wrong. It's Total War Star Wars. I can't wait for the 11th of December. These tears are going to taste absolutely beautiful when it's all revealed. The slander, the lies, the mocking of my name. You are Lorgarak. Well, well, well. I will show you the truth, and it's all going to be revealed on the 11th of December. So at the end of that show, they basically said, we've got another big project coming, and we're going to reveal it at the Game Awards. Why the Game Awards? Well, if you watch the Creative Assembly live stream, I think they had around 10-15,000 people watching, like maximum, putting like all the channels together. But when you talk about the Game Awards, you're talking millions of people watching it live. Like this time, it's actually going to be streamed on Prime, which I have a theory with, by the way, with Warhammer and the Amazon show. But I'm going to do that in another video because that is definitely foil time. But this is the big audience, so it makes sense that they want all the eyes on the prize. Potentially, this could be the biggest product that Creative Assembly have ever touched. That is Total War Warhammer 40,000. I'm saying bigger than Total Warhammer. This could be massive. And in the actual reveal show, they were talking about stuff like the new engine, like dismemberments, blood, rockets, you know, destruction of terrain. They didn't show anything 40k off, of course, because that would have been a big spoiler, a big indication. But they've literally built a brand new engine for this. And that was one of the main talking points that we actually had on this channel is, how is this going to be different than the normal Total War game that we've all come? Well, we've got our answer. It's a brand new engine. It's a brand new things about to be introduced into the Total War stuff that has never been done before. So the game is going to be different than what we expected what we expected from other Total War games. It's just all small confirmations that people are not reading. This is building up to the big reveal of Total War Warhammer 40,000. The 11th of December, the Game Awards. It's all coming, it's all bloody happening, and vindication will be had. Now, moving over to Dawn of War 4, and by that was a big surprise for me, for you. We was all watching that during the PC Gamer Awards as well. Of course, for those people who weren't there, they put out a brand new CGI trailer. I'll put it in the background right now. It was absolutely incredible. Yes, we didn't get to see that much game footage. We actually do have game footage. I'll play that later on in the video. We've got a lot of B-roll and stuff, they've already put out, but we don't have anything really like with the Dark Angels in that footage. But they have confirmed now that the Dark Angels are going to be a massive part of Dawn of War 4 in all playable game modes. But before we jump into that, let's discuss the actual new campaign information that has landed on my lap. And it states right here, the trailer opens with a look at how the Blood Ravens under Captain Cyrus and Chief Librarian Jonah Orion have arrived in orbit over Cronus at the start of the game after an intense orbital fight with Warbus Gorgut and his orcs. Both factions find themselves planetside where Guts Cutter, the second orc commander, is already waiting. So it looks like we may get like orc on orc action as well, because you have to be the biggest, you have to be the bestest, right? Orc war bosses are not going to share power, only the strongest survive. So potentially that could be an underplot in the campaign, which I'm massively looking forward to because I'm a huge orc fan. It goes on to say, elsewhere on Kronos, techno-archaeologist potential Delta 9, I've probably just butchered that, surveys the planet for its lost knowledge as the Chromomancer Thoth Mech, again, probably butchered that name, begins the Necron invasion, awakening Kronos' dormant tombs in its own search for secrets. The Imperium forces are beset on all sides, their less stand losing strength, and the lines are verge of collapse until at a critical moment it becomes clear they are not alone. And that's when the Dark Angels arrive. So it looks like we're going to have like an introduction mission where you are the Blood Angels, bloody hell, oh my god, I sound like a Bloodraven fan. Are you a Blood Angel or Bloodraven? It looks like we're going to have like a prologue mission where you play as the Bloodravens and you're about to die, and boom, the skies open up and the Dark Angels descend to save the day, mate. These guys who always turn up at the last second to save the day. They'll be calling themselves Ultramarines next, right? Bunch of toilet seat losers. And this is where we get the information from now about the Dark Angels, where a lot of people was confused about, and I'm hoping to clear this up. So I'm just going to go over the Dark Angel information again. Again, this is straight from the developers. This is right from the press copy. It states, for the first time in Dawn of War history, players will not only be playing one Space Marine chapter, but two. The Dark Angels are one of two factions of Space Marines in Dawn of War 4 and a fully playable faction in all game modes. Now, when it says all game modes, that means the campaign, definitely multiplayer. I'm hoping Last Stand is in this game, right? So maybe there's going to be free game modes that we can jump into straight away with this game. So free game mode, well, sorry, I should say 2 game modes are confirmed, maybe free if we do get Last Stand. I don't think Last Stand has been confirmed at this time, but they are playable in all game modes. It literally says it right here in the statement. So you will be able to play the Dark Angels. It goes into further detail and says, during the Space Marine campaign, players will undertake missions in command of both the Bloodravens and the Dark Angels, and they can pick which missions they want to play, right? So you can pick either to play as the Bloodravens or the Dark Angels in the campaign, whichever mission you want to go on. That's what it's stating here for me. The Dark Angels have their own playable commanders for the Space Marine campaign. Company Master Astaran, something I can't even speak today, I've lost my voice from last night, and Chaplain Ezreal. So 2 commanders confirmed as well, 2 HQs. Yes, the line is in there, but it mentions a line towards the end. It looks like he will be playable, but only in 1 mission. That's what it sounds like to me. The Dark Angels have their own unique identity and history. Yeah, they betray everyone. Wait, what? As Space Marines, they share core strategies, tactics, war gear, and weaponry, while still maintaining the distinctive flavor and abilities of their chapter. While the Bloodravens are often engaged in smaller conflicts and require tactical finesse and sometimes involve stealth, the Dark Angels deploy their full might to the biggest battlefields, precision strikes versus all-out war. So it looks like the smaller missions, it's best to take the Bloodravens, and if you want all-out war, bring all the destruction, tear the planet apart, play as the Dark Angels. That's what I'm getting from that little comment or this bunch of text here. Now, when we move on to the Lion, it says, as the story saga reaches its breaking point, Lionel Johnson himself descends onto the battlefield, giving players for the first time ever the chance to wield a legendary might of a Space Marine Primarch in a climactic, unforgettable finale. So it looks like the Lion's going to be turning up at the end. What I will say, developers, technically you're right? Technically, you are right. My doorbell's going. Oh my god. It's Azrael! Sorry, I'm back. It was Azrael. He told me to tell you that Total War 40k is happening and you are all wrong. Anyway, back to what we were saying about Lionel Johnson. Yes, it looks like he is going to be in the campaign, but you're going to be playing him in just 1 mission, which is still good. He's still amazing. I can't wait to fight as Lionel Johnson. Like, the power this guy has. Hopefully, he's just going to tear through absolutely everything. There's a lot of hype now around Dawn of War 4. Again, I'm still a bit wary because I was burnt with Dawn of War 3, but my hype, my excitement, I am definitely looking at this like, okay, maybe now it is time to get down and actually purge some heretics. A lot of big things happening. A lot of big things happening. And I'm massively excited now to see where this takes us. Again, hopefully we'll get more information going forward in the coming weeks about the multiplayer, hopefully Last Stand, just more information about the game as a whole. It looks like the developers are on a roll now. I think their beta invites go, the second wave of beta invites go live on the 11th of December, if I'm not mistaken, the same day as the Total War 40k announcement and brand new trailer and stuff like that. So maybe I'll get into the next round. I'm still not in it, right? How dare you, developers, after everything I've done. Just kidding. But yeah, hopefully I'll get in there and then we can, you know, well, hopefully I can play it and it'll put my mind at ease. I won't be able to talk about it because I'll be under an NDA. NDA rack. Oh my God. I actually am a GW simp. What in the Emperor's name is going on? Anyway, Chaprunios, that's enough waffling from me. I think I'm going to take a little mini break now. I put out like 9 videos in one day, right? In under 24 hours. And it's my birthday weekend. So I'm going to go spend it with my loved ones, my kids, my amazing girlfriend, right? And I'm just going to go chill. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of all the live stream stuff. It was absolutely wild. And I'll see you very, very soon. Much love. Have a great day, evening, night where you are. And bye-bye.